Because our enemy is a wizard, and he is a higher level wizard. Therefore, he is the more powerful wizard.
He's stronger. Haha. Alright. As you guys are not all logged in,
You
okay.
you just have to be a more optimized wizard.
It doesn't matter. He's the higher level wizard, so he has more wealth than I do. Well, I mean, typically if you give an NPC player level wealth, then you bump them up a CR. Yeah, that's a basically the only way I'm gonna be able to cheese Karzog is if we get to level 17 and I pick up Mage's Disjunction.
I'm still waiting for Mantis to get his character selected.
Yeah. Well, is it my
Also waiting on
turn?
Star Fox.
No,
No,
Star
Star
Fox
Fox
isn't
not
here.
showing up.
Oh. Oh, darn.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea what we're gonna actually do this session.
So I'm gonna tell Matt what I told Pluto and Mantis. And that is to be as quick and decisive as you can, or you will get overwhelmed. Do not wait around. Okay, that's my best advice if you guys want to live, alright? That's don't wait around. Quick, decisive. I think you guys can do it. I think you can. I know Mantis is not so sure right now. I think you can. It's a matter of decision making as normal, I guess. But yes, I see you guys all are on the map. And we were still in rounds. Are you guys all ready?
Yep.
Okay, well, top of the turns is Diana and Damara.
Oh, it is? Okay. Uh, well, Diana's gonna do her thing on this thing. As in probably not hit.
On the female fighter.
Yeah. Well,
Looks
it
like a
looks
bit.
like she hit once. Let's see if she bites. Nope, she misses. Uh, these modifiers are the same, but the damage is different. She is huge. A little bit of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's do some healing on myself. What healing do I have? Not a whole lot. I have a heal left, but I'm not sure I want to burn that right now, so... Cure Light Wounds! Hey! I'm now at like half health. Okay, that's our turn.
Okay.
Henrik, I believe in you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nobody killed me. I'm still alive. Okay.
I think you're actually the best suited to take on this this fighter here.
No, it's all Nizzo.
Me?
Nizzo, it's your turn.
I gotta take out this
Are you
stupid giant.
invisible still?
I gotta take out this doofus. Yeah, for like 6 rounds.
Is this greater?
This is greater.
Yeah, it's greater invisibility.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
That's why I mark it
Just
with
so I
greater
remember.
invisible, but yeah.
Your code was wrong. You have to have invisible by itself, or else it won't. Like before, you said greater comma invisible, and that won't do anything. It has to just be invisible. Oh, yeah. It's codes.
I don't have
Pulling
haste
greater.
though, do I? Or
I
do
don't
I
see
actually? I don't
haste
remember.
on anybody.
I don't think I have haste. Okay.
I think you guys were
Um,
going to haste and you just didn't.
Hit the flat-footed bouton and hey, that's something. And I'm gonna debilitating strike this guy for his AC, so he has -6 AC versus me. So you want me to just do that as a modifier to my attack instead? I'll do it that way, I guess. That one misses, and I'll do my last attack, my last iterative. Fishing for a 20. Nope.
No.
And then I'll move like over here. So hopefully he doesn't know what square I'm in. He has to guess.
Yep. Aw, darn, he still had more call lightnings. Oh well.
That's good. That's one down. How many are still up?
The only ones
Are
that
any
are
of the Jets up?
actually up are the fighter and this Warden of Thunder and what are
That's
these?
it right
Warden
now.
of Wind number 4 or something. That's
Warden
all
Wind
from
4
that.
is still alive, but is
Oh,
unconscious.
Warden of Wind
Right.
3.
So
One
it's
of them ran
just-
away.
So it's the giant that's next to you?
Yep, and then the fighter.
Okay.
Okay, this fighter doesn't
All
look
right.
hasted anymore, so there's that.
Yeah, I took that away.
Mm-hmm.
If I could go over and sneak attack, I could dispel stuff too potentially, but I need to be able to get over there. This doofus is stopping me, so.
A 5-foot step, full round Diana, and see where we get with that. Okay, shield, weapon. None of those were crits, were they? Critical threat.
It's like all the crit threats failed. The confirmation rolls at least.
Yeah. Wait, did I hit 4 times? Okay, so... Wait, no, I did confirm. Attack 4. Confirm.
It says crit not confirmed.
There's 2 crits. Was there? It says one's confirmed. Attack 4 not confirmed. Oh, but I confirmed this attack. That's why does it say confirmed? I'm gonna roll the weapon damage and see if it crits or not. No. Okay. Diana doesn't have anything special that I need to know about that I'm missing here, am I? Mantis. I never have a look.
What? Diana
Has anything on her that
Diana
I
has
need to deal with?
stone skin.
Right. I see displacement on her. She's... Oh, that's already put in...
Yeah,
He's doing
that's
missions.
already accounted for.
Okay, just
Henrik
the
put that
same.
on her.
Okay, then I'll finish doing the attacks.
Okay, so that's minus 30 from the stone skin. I think I had 110 left.
No, that's minus 40. I hit 4 times.
Okay.
Okay, fortitude save
Ugh.
for Diana.
Okay.
Actually, I think this
Well,
is
it only,
4 times
whatchamacallit-
the fortitude save.
Only
'Cause I hit you
only 34 damage was absorbed. Or no, oh, yeah, 40 damage absorbed. Never mind.
Yeah, 40. I'm sorry, 3 fortitude saves. Okay, Diana is fine.
Oh, she's taking a beating.
Yes. And that woman did 5-foot step, so that's her turn. Henrik?
Alright, let's see. Does she have any... I don't think Diana has any whatchamacallits on her. Morale bonuses, right?
I don't think so.
Can you heal her? Or can we get some healing on her soon?
Maybe.
Is it, so, like, would you be able to heal her on your turn if I buff?
Yeah, the issue is if the giant kills me.
Oh, the one that Nizzo's on?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
He might
can
just
heal
walk
her.
past me and just go after Amara.
Yeah.
Are you guys on the stream?
I am.
I haven't
It
opened it up.
says some guy's being hosted, or that's what I'm being told. Do you guys see my channel hosting or streaming?
No, I see
I
you
see
streaming.
it streaming.
Okay, it's just him. Okay, thanks.
Well, I mean, I could heal Diana if that's what we need. It's not going to be a super strong heal, but I can heal her.
I don't know.
I can do that. I can use a limited wish to give that fighter a -7 to their next save.
I don't know if that's going to be useful. I don't have anything to make them save anymore.
No damage? Kill him?
Damage? What damage?
I don't know. I think that's what you guys need, so that's what I'm suggesting, but
Against the fighter?
all of them, everything.
I mean, I can magic missile, but
No.
or I have scorching ray.
I think missiles might be over or underwhelming at this level. Whatever you want to do.
I have disintegrate, but I have 2 disintegrates. One of them is empowered, but the problem is that this fighter has so many buffs on it that is going to make hitting it and failing their save super hard. Because we know she's displaced.
Mhm.
And yeah, like she has spell resistance.
And she's immune to enchantments or something.
Well, she has really high save.
No, she's immune to enchantments or
Not
something.
enchantments. No.
Compulsions.
Not in compulsion.
Mind affecting. Something
There
along
you
those
go.
lines.
Basically, my only damage that will do something is an empowered fire.
Oh yeah,
But-
Mantis, you were totally right. Yeah, I'm not sure if you want to use that now that you guys are all spread out.
Like, I think Diana is the best bet we have of killing this person. Because right now, she's the only one that can go toe-to-toe with. But yeah, we don't know who this giant's gonna go after. Hmm. I could put down a stinking cloud. Maybe that'll keep the giant from, like, no, he can just see over it, can he? Or how tall is he? This is a, how high is this? It's 20 feet high. That's pretty high. I don't think is he that tall?
Huh? What do you want to do?
Is he 20 feet tall? Could he see over a cloud?
These ones? It might say. Let me check. Oh. "21 feet tall."
Yeah, so I mean, not quite.
His eyes are probably under the cloud then.
Yeah.
Not much. Your forehead isn't like a whole foot tall. I mean, his might be, but that would be a really
Well, these guys are
forehead.
giants. They probably are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what would work best here. How much HP does she have? She has 153 to 79, or 79 to 150. I think she can take another round.
Wait, what did you... Did you just see her health?
No,
No,
she's
I'm
talking
talking about
about
Diana.
Diana.
Oh, okay.
I feel like she can take another round of hits, so I'm gonna try and just buff.
Okay.
You guys are gonna be really sad when that crit happens.
Well, I mean, unless there's something else you want me to do, I'm open to suggestions.
I have no idea. We're in a pinch here, and I don't know how we're getting out.
Just a hair.
Is she flying still, the fight? Is she still flying? I I think so. I don't know. Is she flying? Is she above the
No, she's not flying.
Okay. I found a spell that I can cast with whatchamacallit, limited wit, that might be able to hit both of these guys for some damage and entangle them. Is that 20 feet?
Yeah.
That's a 20-foot radius burst, right?
Well, you gotta put it on the joint. And expand it out one, probably.
No, that's 25. Looks like this is the 20.
Okay.
So I think she's like one out of it. Yeah, I can only hit one of them. I don't think I can hit all of them. Unless I like also hit Diana too.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to do that. Darn it. Okay.
I know how you could do it. Hold on. I was always good at these things. Mine's not registering the correct squares. Oh yeah, even if you positioned it elsewhere. Oh well.
Would that get both of them?
No, you wouldn't
No,
be
I
able to
can't get
them.
both of them.
Yeah,
Darn it.
you would have to get Diana.
Okay. Um. I mean, do you guys want me to just toss a disintegrate at something? Because that's like
You have
the best
two.
damage spell I have right now. I do have two, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna, be super effective. I'm just saying I have. If you guys want damage, I don't know, like, what do you guys think
Yeah,
would be
if
the
you
best
can
here?
get rid of the giant, get rid of the giant. We might be able to take her or get away from her if we get rid of the giant. Because I don't think you have a clean shot at her.
So toss a disintegrate at the storm.
Yeah.
All right, I'll try it.
Okie dokie. Empowered disintegrate.
Yep, that's my strongest one. I don't think I'm gonna need all the damage I can get if we want to down. And he's got to fail a save.
Maybe. They're not the highest.
Yeah, but it's a fort save, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
is
fortune
it?
save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the highest. Oh, snaps! Okay, he saves.
Yeah, but see, you say
Yeah.
this is only gonna do a little bit of damage. And then I'm gonna move over here, I think. Actually, no. I guess I want to move over here, because I don't want the giant coming after me. Actually, no, I have mirror images. Hold on, no, I'm probably the best target for it to attack. I'm gonna stay where I am. And that's my turn.
Okay. Well, this guy, unlike the other guys, was stuck in a sphere for the longest time and still has his spells. And though he felt Nizzo, he doesn't see Nizzo and he doesn't know what's going on. So he's going to begin casting a spell, and he is not defensively casting.
Hooray! So I'll put the 6 modifier in for my attack opportunity. And go ahead and do it. Oh, well, that's great.
Oh my
Alright.
god.
Alright, Henrik, you recognize that he is calling Chain Lightning to strike at, looks like Diana and Henrik. So go ahead and roll Reflex for Diana and Henrik. Alright, Diana evades, and Henrik takes half. As he tries to jump out. Oof. And he's going to... He's gonna stay where he is, because he can technically reach a target if he needs to. Which one's this one? Okay. Oof, round 20. Here we go. Diana and Tyrone.
Let's see if Diana can destroy this fighter. Probably not, but, you know. It's worth a try.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You
Is that a crit?
confirm your crit and you get it through, so it should roll the crit die.
That's nice.
oh.
It's a good hit.
That is the only attack that hit. Well,
It looks like the other one hit too.
Well, right, but through the mischance, though. Let's see. Do I see
says 53.
miss? Do I see misses anywhere? No
Yeah, it
misses
says
anywhere,
53.
So, yeah, it hit. Oh, you didn't roll your bite yet. That's what I was looking for.
Yep.
I haven't rolled
Yeah.
my bite.
Okay.
Did that land? No, that didn't land.
And that misses.
Okay.
Ah. Uh.
Well, she's low. She might be low enough for an empowered fireball to just, kind of finish her off. Even if she's the half damage might do it.
There's a giant.
You get like a flame strike or something? That will probably do some damage to her.
No. I'm at about half health. What's this giant looking like? Moderate. Do I think Diana can take one more round?
I mean, she took how much damage last turn?
A
A
lot.
lot.
Yeah, but I mean, let's see, how much
It was
it?
like 50 damage, I think.
She could survive a
No.
50 damage hit.
No, I think she took 60 damage. I think she was at like... It was a lot of damage. She got hit 4 times.
Mhm.
Well, she has 74 HP left, so it would take an even better hit than that to down her.
Yeah, a crit.
You can't count on a crit.
I can.
How tall is this place?
50 feet.
50 feet. And these giants can't reach 50 feet up, is that correct?
I mean, they can try jumping.
Huh?
They can try jumping.
Right. But...
I don't think their reach is gonna hit you from all the way up top. If you're,
Okay, I'm gonna go...
Maybe because
let
he's a
me
huge
double
creature, they
check on
might.
something.
maybe, yeah. Because they probably have like 15 feet of reach, and they're 21 feet tall, so that would give them like 35.
Right, but Amara's also a huge creature, so I mean, even if you go up to the top,
Alright, Mara, you fly. Over there.
I'm looking something up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I am going to fly up to the top and then fly over here. Because I have 120 fly perfect.
Okay.
I am moving over to be able to heal Diana. I'm not there yet. Hopefully she lives.
Alright. That guy, okay. Nizzo.
alright, I think I'm just gonna try to take out the doofer, I guess. Like,
That's Pluto's new favorite word lately.
Yeah, gotta
Calling
beat out
everything
this doofus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your horse is a doofus, that drow's a doofus, these guys are doofuses. Oh no.
Okay. I hit with one attack.
Yeah, one.
Then I'll 5-foot step. Some pretty low rolls.
Don't worry. A familiar face comes around the corner through the open doors. And that's their turn. And you hear it say in giant, they're over here! As it's swinging around the corner. Okay, this guy... Did he... Isn't this the one that died? Yeah, I'll just fix that up for you guys. I like to get those tokens off the combat tracker when they're actually dead. Okay. Her. Unknown to you guys, perhaps you don't know why, she disappears. Poof, gone. Can't see her. Don't know where she is. She's not invisible. Henrik. You're willing to bet she probably, like, teleported or something away, because it's not an invisibility or anything like that.
Did I notice her do anything like activate a magic item?
Well, we had this discussion yesterday, or not yesterday, but last week, and I said, if it's not a spell and it's a magic item, can you guys see them activating items? And you guys said no. So, no, you wouldn't know. You don't know how she's doing it. But it wasn't through casting a spell.
Well, I mean, for the most part, most items don't have like a whatchamacallit, like
It did not
a
have
big
a command word or anything
physical
of the sort.
thing.
Yeah, so technically you don't know how she went about it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it was anything out of the ordinary, because she doesn't seem like the kind that can cast magic.
Yeah, you didn't notice anything.
Maybe she's back in
Well,
the wall of stone, hiding.
I don't know if we can deal with more
I'm
things
safe
coming
here.
after.
Right.
Let's see, what would the bonus be for this? I could put down a black tentacles to try and impede dudes from getting to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if it doesn't grapple him, it's pretty difficult terrain.
What's my total bonus? Let's see.
It's probably 21 or something.
It's +5, and then
And caster level.
caster level. So yeah, 21. 21 to grapple these giant things is still kind of low. It might still have to like hit a 20 to do it. What else could I do? I do have a wall of force still, but it's not going to be a very high one. Let's see, I can do how much? 10 foot square per level, so it's 100. That's 16 of these little squares, right? No, it's one 10 foot square per level. So I might be able to make it high enough. Because that's how many? That's 35 feet. I could make that 20 feet tall right there. And the area would still only be whatchamacallit. It'll only be 70 like that. 70 yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just need to get a little bit of a sight on here. So I'm gonna cast Wall of Force. And because I have up to 160 foot squares per level, or an area, I'm gonna make this 35 foot in length, but make it 20 feet tall. So I'm gonna double that for the total area. And that's my turn. And yeah, the wall has its normal 30 hardness and 320 HP.
You're gonna put up a 20-foot wall there?
Yeah, it's 20 feet high and 35 feet in length. So the total area should be 70.
Okay.
Because if these dudes are 21 feet tall, then yeah, that should kind of like stop them for a bit.
Well, now that you're in this guy's range, he's going to full round you, Henrik. He don't like you casting.
Alright. I got my mirror images.
These dang casters. Alright, he's gonna full round with his greatsword and power attacking.
Oh, one's an automatic miss, that's good.
2 hits. How many images do you have? 7? Okay.
He had some low attacks. There's some low rolls from him.
Yes.
But yes, I have 7 images. Or there's 7 me.
Let me see here. The one that misses is 26 close to your AC. If I miss by
I mean,
5,
yeah,
right?
that's technically over my AC.
Right, only missed because it was a nat 1.
Do I still
Yeah.
take out a clone though in that situation, or no? I missed completely.
I mean, technically by the rules you do, because the attack the attack missed, which is, you know, one of the conditions, and then if the
Right.
number is within 5 of the thing, then it takes out a clone. So yeah,
Okay, so attack number 1
basically
takes
like
out a clone.
he messed up on his yeah, he messed up on his attack, but it still like came down on a clone. It
Okay.
was just a bad hit.
And then number 2 takes out a clone. So now you're down to 1d5. And the third attack also takes out a clone, so you're down 3 clones.
Okay, so I'm down to 4 me.
Yeah. Alright, that's his turn. 21. Diana and Amara.
Let's kill this guy and get out of here. I'll... okay. We'll have Diana charge. This guy. with the freedom of movement and oops, and whatchamacallit, being able to just run over Henry. First charge. There we go. Wrong character. There we go. I think this is the right square.
Okay. Can she? Is Diana huge?
Yeah, she's huge.
Okay.
And that'll probably provoke. Hopefully no crit instigate.
Yeah, it's sure will provoke. The great sword with that power attack is on. Misses because of displacement.
Cool. So she's going to attack.
Okay, one hit.
She hits once with one claw. And time for the bite. She hits with the bite. Time to try to grapple to stop him using that stupid greatsword.
Alright, it's not stupid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she can't grab him. She's... let's put her, there, or something. At least one square closer. And let's see. I am going to heal her.
Wait, is she
Fly
supposed to be
down.
closer? She's supposed to be one square closer, or?
Yeah, she's supposed... I think so.
Okay.
Unless you're saying that she has 10-foot reach because she's huge.
No, I think I just put Diana in the wrong square. There we go. That's what she did.
Yeah.
I had to move her so I could untarget Henrik. So.
Yeah, I know. So I fly down. Diana's in my reach. I press the heal button. She's back to full health. Or I try to cast heal.
Oh,
do
she
I have
hit.
to make a will save?
No, I already
No,
used
nothing
my
stops
attack.
you.
Can I do attack opportunity here, or do I?
Why would you?
Yeah, it's been a turn since I get. I have a rogue talent called Opportunist. Whenever somebody gets hit that I threaten, I get an attack opportunity.
Well, nobody got hit.
Yeah,
Oh.
the
But
giant
Diana
did.
hit.
Oh, you mean
Oh,
when
Diana hasn't done her
Diana
attacks yet.
hits it? Yeah, she did. She hit it.
Okay, then yeah, I get an attack opportunity
okay.
from that.
Oh, okay.
So
Unfortunately,
still has its
flank,
minus 6
unless you
AC
move.
versus me. No, that's still. I'm invisible anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh.
Alright.
Okay, and then you heal, and then that's your turn. Um. Another giant is running into the room. Nizza.
Okay, I'll 5-foot step for that flank bonus as well this time.
Okay.
Uh, whoops. God damn it. So I get like a +8 bonus because I'll also still have. He still has a 6 penalty, and I get a flank bonus. And he's flat footed, so. It's a pretty good chance that I hit some attacks here. Looks like 2 hits and 1 crit.
Yeah. It's probably going down.
Yeah, I don't even need to roll the second attack, apparently. Just for funsies, though. Okay. And that was my turn.
Okay.
Oh, yep, he's
Uh. This one's going to start moving forward until they, discover this lovely wall of force. Oops. Is this hardness 30 with what HP?
320.
Okay. It's going to use its hands to see if it can find a top or a side. So it's like miming this wall right now,
Yeah.
But eventually it does find the height of the wall and puts her hands up there as if she's going to pull herself up over it if possible, but not this turn. Heinrich?
Let's get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What can I do? I'm gonna grab, I guess, Abysm's body. I am still fairly strong. I have a 13 strength score. Um, yeah. Although it would be easier if I could just put him on something.
Diana can pick him up.
Is she good to go in the next couple of rounds or so? Is there
What do
anything
you
on the
mean by-
ground that's his, right? We gotta get that too.
Yeah,
He
his
just had a scimitar, right?
and maybe a wand.
He did
I can get
drop
those
a
two things.
wand.
And his scimitar, right?
Well, yeah, because it was the weapon he was using. But I think he dropped a wand earlier. I don't think he pulled out a second wand. But there is a wand more where Amara is that
He's got his
dropped
weapon on the ground,
a while ago.
and then he's got a wand that he dropped a while back, yeah.
I just start put tokens on the map whenever he drops wands, because he does it in all his games. He just drops shit and then picks them up later. Because you can.
Well, sometimes you don't have time to do that because you're forced to like run away or something. That's when it comes to really bite you.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
lose your short bow in a collapsed building.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to pick up both items. I wonder if I can turn myself into something with multiple hands. I should be able to.
Yeah, probably like a what are they called, Kossuth or something like that. Has like 4 arms.
Kasatha. I've never seen those things though. Damn it, what could I do here? I mean, I guess I'll just pick up his stuff.
There's a feat that
I
lets
just
you
have them.
sheath weapons as like part of an action to pull one out as a move action or something, like quick stow or something like that, or quick stow, I guess would be how you say it.
I mean, it shouldn't be too important. I'm just gonna pick up the wand and his scimitar and just kind of like hold them, like in
Yeah.
my like, not quite in my hand, but like
I mean,
against like my arms and stuff.
aren't you
'Cause I'm
holding
holding
like
a
your
wand and
dagger as well?
a dagger. I just want to get his stuff.
Save the stuff.
But yeah, I pick up a step basically, and I take a 5 foot step to start moving away.
Okay.
So yeah, we should get out of here.
5 foot step and pick up his stuff.
Yeah.
Is that it?
For me, yeah, because I'm gonna have to pick up 2 things. That's 2 move actions.
Uh-huh. Okay. A new arrival comes in. And that's his turn. A new arrival comes following in.
Oh, that one's big.
That guy's ugly looking.
um. And another arrival. Diana and Amara.
Diana picks up Abyssal.
Okay.
And Amara will let's see. How far is that? 35. Amara will go over here and say, Nizzo, jump into my hand, and she'll ready an action to pick Nizzo up. And Amara will command Diana to start moving with Abyssal. Out and away. Actually, instead of the readied action, we're going to heal ourselves. And Nizzo can do his own jumping into my hands.
While invisible.
While invisible. Yep. Or at least I'm going to attempt to heal myself. Okay, that's our
Okay. All right. Moving on to these guys. This one sees its ally starting to climb some unknown force and moves up and gestures to do the same. Nizzo.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that double move.
Okay. So I'm guessing Amara picks you up?
Yeah.
Alright. With ease, this giant climbs up over the wall and then jumps down. I guess she's gonna be squeezing right there.
Yeah, there's this annoying pillar there.
Henrik.
Well, since Amara has Nizzo, and let's see, we are. Amara already moves really fast, so. And
Yeah.
what's Diana's speed? She's pretty fast too.
40.
40? Okay. So then I just need to increase my speed. I'm gonna put fly on myself. Or actually, no, better yet, I don't even have to. I don't have to use my arms to do this. I'm going to use a standard action as a spell-like ability, to polymorph myself, as per my change shape school ability, into an arrow.
Okay.
There you go, and all the stuff you're carrying polymorphs with
A
you.
medium air elemental. Yep, polymorphs with me. And I'm gonna move fast 60 feet. Because this is where the door is, right? Somewhere over here.
Well, it spirals down a bit. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Okay. Um... This guy has a spear. He's going to begin walking.
Okay.
Yes. Upward, as if airwalking, over the wall. And he's gonna chuck this spear at Amara.
Uh-oh. Deflect it, Nizzo! Catch it, Nizzo! You have catch arrows!
I don't know if the arrow snatching are going to work in this case, but
no,
if they
it's a spear.
could, I would. Well, I mean, it doesn't. You can use it to catch any ranged projectile attack. It doesn't have to necessarily strictly be arrows.
Not a gargantuan spear.
It's such a useless item.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything in there that says it that has like a size restriction on it, but it isn't going after me, I think, is really what's going to stop me.
Well, right, you can't do it. Well, the game master will restrict it. I am not going to allow somebody to
What, deflect arrows?
deflect a gargantuan
No, catch arrows. It
spear.
actually says that you can't catch ballista bolts or boulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unusually
Mhm.
massive ranged weapons such as boulders or
Yeah.
ballistas. Yeah, can't be deflected or caught, I guess.
Alright, I'm gonna do hit and do some damages.
Yeah, you do some damages. Is there a spear next to me? Or in me?
Maybe in you, I don't know.
Okay, there's a spear in me.
In the air, elemental. You are bleeding.
It's my spear now.
You're bleeding air.
No, I'm not bleeding.
Yeah,
No,
there's
it's
no
immune to bleed.
You have a hole in you and air is falling out. Let's see. This guy. He's going to move. She's gonna move up here and cast a spell. Amara, you can see her.
Yeah, I don't have spellcraft.
Oh, okay. Then you have no idea what it is, but you'll take the guess as she begins levitating upward.
Oh boy. I guess she's gonna have to crawl along the ceiling.
Or she'll just stay there. You'll see. If you
Or
stick
she'll just stay
around.
there. I'm not sticking around.
Okay. This giant's yelling at the others saying, "What is this thing here? Hurry up!"
We run away.
Alright.
With my spear. My new gargantuan spear.
Okay, you guys will make it out the doors, and these things won't go out the doors with you.
Yeah, because they can't breathe out there.
That is correct. So, we can go ahead and exit our 23 round plus a couple of rounds to get out that door combat. And put you in a safer place outside. What do you guys do when you get outside?
Well, I guess I'm gonna, once we get out somewhere safer, I'm gonna attempt to UMD the Scroll of True Resurrection and get Abysm back.
Right away at the front doors or somewhere else?
No, we
Oh, no,
should
that'll
go
be
to
once-
some place where we
once
can
we go.
rest.
I think that's gonna be once we get out of the occlusion field.
Yeah. Maybe even back down, like, I don't know.
So yeah, as soon as it's safe to do so, I'm gonna attempt to. Because the thing too is I might not pass it on the first attempt. It might take me a few UMD checks to do it, and it's a 10-minute cast time. So yeah.
Alright, well go ahead and move your lovely little gem to where you'd like to seek shelter.
I don't know.
Oh, that gem? Oh, I already had a gem on this map. Get this one here. So you're gonna stay in the courtyard or go into the building?
Are we even staying on this map?
I don't think so.
Now remember, it takes many hours to travel this because of how big.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's at least get out of the occlusion field and let's go maybe into one of these stupid big buildings.
So each
I
square
mean, that's still gonna
is
take-
100 feet, as a reminder.
Yeah, and 100 feet takes, like, not very long to move through.
Well, when you're going through this path, some of you guys are flying. I don't think all of you are. Or all of you are now flying, except for Diana. Anyways, the point is,
Well, I've got
winding
some.
down
I've only
this
got
isn't
rounds
going
of
to
the
be
fly,
the
but
quickest route.
I have to change back into my normal form after a few rounds, or
But
well,
yeah,
after like a minute or
so
so.
it will take you guys some time to get to your destination. I just want to let you know that I'm pushing the clock forward because of it. Which really isn't too bad. It's still daylight out.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to go down there. And then we're gonna have to go down back into the city so that we can rest without all the air problems.
Actually, I think it's going to be noon because I forgot to give you guys the hour for preparing your spells and other things. There we go. So you're going to go all the way down back into the city?
I don't know about back into the city, but
I wonder if planar
so
adaptation would
in
be
this
useful in this
path
situation.
is less
think so.
than 2 miles, so it should take less than an hour to
Like, I wonder if you
go
just
up
cast
or
mass
down.
planar adaptation, if you could get in there without using the stupid amulets that I assume are what's letting Karzog hijack your spells randomly occasionally.
I don't know.
We don't have that spell.
What?
Planar
Planar
adaptation.
adaptation?
Well, didn't we rest up here before once? Did we do a rope check?
Right, we're going at least out of the occlusion field.
Right, that's just down to like the
I'm
base
pretty
of this windy
sure
path.
Right,
we could
and
use
then
Wish to get it.
we could.
Only lost hours, though.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that spell?
Oh, I was wondering if using mass planar adaptation would let us go in there without needing to use the shielding effect of the amulets.
Henrik knows that that's not what's...
No, we're in Lang right now.
Yeah.
Even
Okay,
at the
well, it
bottom
would
of
at
the
least let
stair.
you not need air bubble, I guess, then, in that case.
There's that, yeah. But yeah, Henrik will tell you that this magical field, that's not why it's dangerous. There's more to it. It's kind of beyond Henrik's full knowledge, but he'll know that much.
Oh, I don't know.
So, I mean, I don't know. Just what do you guys want to do? Do you want to rope trick here, or do you want to go back into town? I'm fine with either.
Doesn't matter to me. So once we're out of the occlusion field, I'll try to UMD.
Okay.
To do like 2 UMD checks. Let me figure out my DCs real fast again, because I figured it out last week, but I mean, I don't remember.
Alright, well, you guys make it down, at least out of the field. So where do you go? Do you stay in the courtyard, or do you go somewhere? This is important information for me.
Why don't we go up into one of the buildings and take one of the random rooms in the hotel and take all of our fucking amulets off for now?
Alright, I mean, I guess that's fine with me for now.
Okay. Yeah, you guys totally go inside. This is the abandoned kind of looking one. You do see newer foot shuffles on the dust on the ground from you guys when you explored it, as well as from a troop of humanoid things that you can only imagine is what came after you guys the day before. You see these,
Do we know how they got
foot
there?
shuffle marks. Well, yeah, it looks like they went through the front door, down into that underground hallway that you guys took to get to the two buildings, and same route you guys did to get to this one. They just went the other direction. So you basically used this building to get to this building. So that's what they did. It looks like they went down this, came into this building, went to underground passage down to the other building, and then out after you guys. But other than that, if you guys go upstairs to where all the rooms are and stuff, there's only evidence of you guys being here, nothing else. Okay.
Okay.
Guess what, guys?
Hmm.
You leveled up.
What? Oh, hooray!
That's something, I guess. Too bad Star Fox isn't here to level his character up.
Does
Fine.
that give me level 9 spells? I think it might.
Probably does.
I'm not sure, like, what I'll be able to do with those. I can summon a frog hemoth.
Frog Hemoth. Why was that XP so high on this? What the hell?
That does seem like a lot of experience. Did everything on the tracker get turned into experience? Because we only defeated so many things.
Well, even though you didn't defeat that fighter, you're still gonna get the XP for her because it's bunched in with the encounter. You just won't get rewarded the XP if you finally do kill her.
We drove her off.
Oh, you guys got her down to 6 health.
So we kind of defeated her.
She had 6 health left, so she was not gonna stay around for another round. No way.
If
Yeah,
we level,
so-
I'll take the time to level her.
Yeah, no, you guys level.
That might be what we're
for
doing.
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well then, put on some elevator music while we do this. We need to calm down. We need something to like chill the atmosphere.
Okay, you can put on your own music, I guess. I don't want to do that for copyright issues. But
I think my sneak attack
Okay,
dice
so
go
let's
up.
see.
That's about it. I got
We
feet.
get, what do we get? A lot. We get a.
you guys
Yeah, my
get a
sneak
lot, I
attack
think.
dice just go up.
So, decisions. Do I want to take? I had some ideas. Put them in chat.
Yeah, that's the correct amount of XP. So you guys had a CR 16 and a CR 20 bunched together. Well, slowly. The CR 20 didn't come in until like round 4 or 5. 5, I think. 5, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like some of those feats. Those might give me more bang for my buck. But as far as 9th level spells go, I know one I'm getting for sure.
Eldritch Assault. Whenever you attack from concealment provided by magical source, first attack you make each round is a critical threat. That is a critical threat. It's automatically confirmed as a critical hit. Yeah, but my crits aren't very good, so it's kind of a cool feat though. Be good for Magus, probably.
I wish I could get 3 9th level spells. I only get 2 right now. Let's see what else. Can I get one off of a favored class bonus?
You could go an
Oh,
extra
one spell
rogue
level
talent.
lower.
Might be good.
So I'm trying to decide. I think I think I definitely want time stop.
Yeah, it's a good spell. Karzog is probably going to use
But
it.
do I want... I think I still want Mage's Disjunction. But I kind of want Summon Monster 9. Because if I could time stop and then summon Monster, that would be a good like addition to our power.
See, leveling up will make my UMD a little bit better, so that's another advantage. Slightly better, more chance that I'll actually be able to use True Resurrection. Because, I mean, that's ideal. Otherwise, we'll have to do something like Reincarnate or Raise Dead from Wish. And then we'll have negative levels, and it'll be bad.
Oh, here it is. Summon Good Monster. That's the one I was thinking of. Because the only thing I could summon with, whatchamacallit, I can't summon a whole lot of things with Summon Monster 9. Actually, no, no, actually, no, I do have a decent amount. Oh yeah, 8's the, like, not very many.
Summon Elder Elementals, right?
Yeah, but I don't think those are going to be super useful against what we're up against, because it looks like he has an army of giants. And those dudes are also physical powerhouses. I want something that can give them trouble.
Quick and decisive.
I'll try to level up quick.
No, 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 no. That's
No,
not
no, no,
what I
she's
meant.
talking about the fights.
Bring things, spells that are going to help you make things quick and be decisive about it.
I can take Crippling Strike, so every time my sneak attacks hit, they take 2 strength damage.
Ooh,
That's good.
that is nice.
Yeah, I mean, it won't. Theoretically, something with a lot of hit points, you could theoretically just strength drain them all the way to 0, and then they are paralyzed. Although that's probably more useful, like against something with low strength, honestly. I don't know. It's probably not worth it.
Hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, Abysm's not here. He's also not
Mm-hmm.
alive yet either, so.
Well, no. I'm gonna cast True Resurrection eventually. I kind of want to finish my level up as
Yeah.
first, but
Well, looks like I get to clean the map up a little bit.
Oh my god, I could do that. Well, I kind of want to cheese the rest of this AP down, so I'm gonna do my best. I found out something funny that I can do. I think I am gonna take the summon good monster feat. That expands my list by a lot. And I found something in in this list of like summon good monsters that has a pretty hilarious once per day cast.
Hmm.
Is the spear that's inside of me magical?
Yeah, Secret, if you want to take a look at the feat, that's what it is.
Hmm. Okay.
I think I'm gonna take that feat.
Okay.
Because I've been summoning like, whatchamacallit, like the little Azadas and stuff. So Henrik's like, I gotta tap into greater powers of summoning good aligned creatures to fight this evil.
Okay. Um. I'm not sure if summons work, and I'm thinking that you might know that, so let me just double check.
Oh, inside the thing? I can't summon stuff?
I'm gonna double check.
No.
It's just Conjuration summoning and not teleportation.
Right, but this place is special, and you don't know its rules. You know you can't teleport in and out of it, but you don't know other things about it, unfortunately. This thing has like
I think
five
he tried to
paragraphs
summon
of
something and I
information.
think it didn't work.
I didn't try summon, I
no, we
tried
tried Maze.
Yeah, maze.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anyways.
Maybe I'll just take double debilitation so I can give them penalties to their AC and their attacks. Or give them penalties to their AC and make it so they can't 5-foot step. Like I can just, that's probably, for all those times that I haven't used debilitating strike because I'm really good at this game.
Okay, let's see here. All outsiders conjured directly into the field via calling effects like greater planar binding. Right. Oh, no, that's something else.
I would take Wish, but there's no way I can convert enough of my blood for that material component.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know that if you tried to summon something into this field, it's going to have to go through the same thing Amara had to go through when she didn't have any of those items on her. And they will have to
You'd have to make a
deal with
save.
the consequences of being within the place because they probably won't have said or necessary tools.
Okay.
So if they have high saves, it shouldn't be a problem, I guess.
Yeah, they would need time to
So,
save.
so yeah, that's up to you. You will be putting them in possible jeopardy or not.
Well, that is going to make summoning things difficult. So maybe summon wouldn't be the best investment here, even though it would be really, really good. But that would make my decision easier. I could just take Mage's Disjunction.
My base attack bonus go up here? Nope. Or it did, I get calculated somehow automatically when I updated the rogue level. I'm not sure. Not sure if it does that. Yeah, I at some point did add improved Iron Will onto the character sheet here too. And I wrote for the description Iron Will but better, with all caps and better. Okay. So let's see here. True Resurrection is a level 7 or 8 spell. Looks like it's
That's
a
a
level.
9th level spell.
What's a 9th level spell? Okay. So my UMD check needs to be. I need to make 2 UMD checks. I gotta make a UMD check to get my Wisdom modifier high enough. So it's gonna be. Nobody has this on their. Yeah, I have the highest UMD, and nobody has this on their spell list. So that means I'm the only option, basically. So the first check I'd have to make would be 15 plus 9, I think, so 24. Is that correct? Hold on, let me read this again. No, I gotta get to. Sorry, it's 19. 19 plus 15, so yeah, 24. So that's an auto succeed. I passed the first check, the emulated an ability score,
Nice.
because I have a plus 23. Not for emulating an ability score, and also no, because I have the skill unlock as well. And also that only kicks in if you fail a check. So, like you don't UMD doesn't auto fail on a 1 still. Like it's a skill check. But yeah, we've been over this with wands the same way too. So the check for doing the spell cast though is going to be a little bit harder, I think, because let's see, it's 20 plus the caster level of the scroll, which is 17. So I gotta, it's a DC 37, which is actually pretty tough. So I'll go ahead and roll that one. I hit it just exactly, so there we go. I am able to successfully use
Yay.
True Resurrection. It takes 10 minutes to do it. Just have this fucking massive scroll out. Pretend to be a cleric. And True Resurrection Abysm back. Which is great because he doesn't have any negative levels. But
Yeah.
he's not here to do his level up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
I
that
don't even know,
encounter
maybe-
was gonna actually level you guys up. But hey! I knew another encounter was gonna
Right.
do it, just not that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I bought like some scrolls actually for my like while we were in Magnamar, just because I'm like I can just pretty much use these scrolls. So I actually have some scrolls of fly and like scrolls of freedom of movement that I could cast them on myself if I need to. If things get bad enough. I don't think I got a scroll of greater visibility. That would have probably been smart. Also, I can use a scroll of heal, which would be pretty easy for me to get. It's a DC 31 UMD check to cast it, so I can hit that pretty consistently. But yeah, I have the Unchained rogue thing, so it's like if I roll a 1, it doesn't if you roll a nat 1 will activate an item and you don't pass it, you instead just take a -10 penalty on UMD checks with that item for 24 hours instead of being unable to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
Just still kind of bad because a lot of times that -10 will make it so you can't succeed. You know, like if it's one of those ones where you just need like a 2 or a 3 or something like that. It's like, well, I still have 50% chance. I got a little bit worse than 50% chance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I got a serious
Yes?
question for you guys. Would you rather wait for Star Fox to be leveled up before you proceed?
I want to go into an encounter with him leveled up in here.
Okay. Well, if you go in there, you will have an encounter, guaranteed.
Right.
But he is not leveled up right now, so you know.
No, let me delete the Scroll of True Resurrection from my item
So that
list.
puts us in the position of short session or go with him under level.
I see. What's everybody's wealth look like? Would we have time to exit this area, teleport back to like Magnamar and get some last minute upgrades?
It's like a
No, I don't think so.
day or two's walk to walk out of this Lang area.
Oh,
You could plane shift us, though. Maybe. If you have that spell.
What does my wealth look like? Where is that inventory?
I have
7,000 gold pieces.
I have 13,000 gold pieces somehow. And some random shit. Like, there's probably some stuff in here I could sell or something if I had to. Not really, though. Not really stuff I'd want to get rid of, at least. Like, I don't think I want to get rid of the scroll, or the wand, not the wand, the scrolls of heal, because I think I might actually end up using those. Scroll of Dimension Door is probably not going to do me any good, though. Yeah, but it's a teleportation effect. We tried a different teleportation effect. And it didn't work.
I think we've seen someone teleport in and out within the building, but not to like an extraplanar space or like out of the building or into the building, just within the building is what Secret's saying. We saw the human fighter teleport like away from us and out of things and appear in different places.
Mm-hmm. So maybe the Dimension Door scroll is still useful, I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually have any way to greater invis myself. I don't have a scroll of that. Probably would have been a good one to pick up, though. No, I was saying if I had a scroll, it'd probably have been a good one to have, but... No, I have a scroll of restoration. It's one of the ones I bought. I also have a scroll of teleport. Yeah. Well, I have the scroll of teleport was one of those things, for example, like, if I somehow get, I don't know, separated from the party from, like, some... Well, like, a good example would have been if, like, something picked me up like that Wendigo and carried me a long ways. And I somehow didn't actually get just killed by that if I was still alive afterwards, but I'm, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Like, I didn't want to have to be like, well, now I gotta walk for a month or whatever. Yeah, no. So I was like, if that happened, I would just Nizo would just be like, well, screw this shit. I'm teleporting back to Magnemar or something, you know. From there, I could probably get a hold of the party. I could probably go get a scroll of sending or something if I needed to, or they probably try to maybe they try to find me somehow, but I don't know. But yeah, I could do something to get myself out of being screwed, basically. Oh yeah, my hit points need to go up too. Where do I increase those at? Is that on the main tab?
I guess we're gonna have to wait for Starfall. 'Cause that's what I feel most comfortable with.
I am going to do some healing for the day, at least all that I have left, and then we're gonna need to like use wands or whatever we have or potions.
To what? To heal?
No, I definitely don't have enough healing.
I can
What?
get us
You're
healing.
not a cleric?
I can summon my my whatchamacallit, those Azadas that have healing spells. So I can definitely get us healing.
There you go. You'll use a summon to get heals.
Yeah.
Aid
I'm gonna
us,
summon some
please.
clerics.
Okie dokie.
Are we actually even gonna have a session next week as well?
I don't see why not. It's only the 18th. Thanksgiving isn't.
I remember-
until the 24th.
Oh, I remember Matt said he might not be here for Friday, so is he gonna be back on that Saturday then?
Oh,
next
I mean,
weekend?
I'll probably be here for Saturday. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that one maybe we'll be okay with. It's the one after that that we probably wouldn't be able to have because that's the weekend of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's up to you guys. I mean, I'll be here either way, so.
Hey, my will save modifier is now at 20. Or is it higher? It might be a little bit higher.
Dang,
No,
my
my will
reflex is
save
only
modifier is
19.
at 20.
Okay, let's see. I get. I get 2 ninth level spells per day, and 1 has to be transmutation. If only I had a +9 modifier.
So you're
Get
probably
the
gonna use a
bonus
meta
one.
magic spell in that slot then, huh?
No, I have 2 spells.
Oh,
I
okay.
learned 2 spells and I have 2 spells, because one of them's gonna be time stop, but I think the other one's gonna be Mage's Disjunction.
I forgot Time Stop is a transmutation spell, isn't it?
Those are gonna be for cars.
Yeah, we just gotta figure out how to get to Karzog without having to fight like a billion giants.
Yeah.
I think the bottom line is we have to fight a billion giants and then kill Karzog.
I don't think that's what we're supposed to do at all.
Really?
There's no way we can do that without burning like way too many resources to actually take Karzog out.
Like, we kill all the giants, and then we rest, and then we kill Karzog. I think that's what we're supposed to do. I don't know.
I don't think so. But I mean, you want to do that? We can. It'll be fun. We'll just have like a 6-hour combat of killing giants.
I mean, that's not far-fetched.
I think that that's what's going to happen in this campaign. I'm not looking forward to it, but I think that's what's supposed to happen.
I think you're supposed to not fight the giants. I think you're supposed to just go find a way past them.
Well, that's pretty difficult considering we can't teleport anywhere, anywhere in. We haven't tried invisibility yet, but I wouldn't doubt it that they had something to see invisibility.
We might be able to teleport from within it. Like maybe once we're inside the Peak of Avarice, and then teleport. But I mean, granted, that's gonna be tough because you
Yeah,
need
we
to
just
know
don't
where you're
know
teleporting to. Yeah. You could go in there, greater scrying on Karzog, hope that he doesn't just like pass all the shit and have like, all these have a bunch of protection against scrying, because why would he have that, right?
Why would?
And then and then you teleport directly to him. And he's like, "Hey, we're here. Let's end this shit."
Huh.
Theoretically, it could work, but he probably has something like anti-scrying or non-detection or like a better version of non. There's some higher level versions of non-detection that can just shut down scrying, basically. Now, even detect scrying can potentially just shut down a scry. Like, he make opposed caster level checks, and if he wins the opposed caster level check with detect scrying, he just scries on you instead for free. Well, not really for free, because he did have to cast a 24-hour duration spell. I did my level up for Araxi last night, by the way. I was pretty happy about
That's
it.
good.
I just ended up taking metamagic stuff, but I used the Arcanist exploit for metamagic stuff because the advanced version of it lets you swap out a metamagic feat whenever you prepare your spells. So I was like, well, I actually technically took my feat as an extra Arcanist exploit instead, because I was like, well, if I'm going to take a metamagic feat anyway, the Arcanist exploit metamagic feat is better, since it lets you swap them out. Anyway. Yeah, I guess this is just going to be a short session today then.
Yeah.
But I want to at least roll some dice, so that's what we're here to do, right?
I mean, I
But yeah, I
can
need to update
maybe
my...
keep all of one kind of giant away from us with antipathy.
Okay, let's see here. I gotta hit this thing. I gotta go in and update all my sneak attack dice by throwing another. The sneak attack dice get bigger, which is pretty good. It's like an extra Extra 3.5 damage on all my sneak attacks. No. I never updated my short spear from, like, the sneak attack damage of my short spear from, like, many levels ago, because it only has 7 sneak attack dice still on it. I never used this thing.
Use it, though. Yeah.
When was the last time I used a short spear? I think I used it. The last time I used a short spear, we were replacing something where I needed it for its ability to go overcome DR. That was the only reason I used it, because it's a +3 instead of a +2. But the problem with it is that I don't think I can do sneak. Yeah, I don't get to do sneak attack dice with it. Or no, I do get sneak attack dice. I mean, I don't get to use weapon finesse with it. I have to. I'm way less likely to hit with it, and I don't do as much damage with it. Granted, it's just my modifier, like +3 instead of plus 10 or whatever. Plus, I guess it's +8. Sorry, it's +3 instead of +8. Not really that huge a deal. But yeah, there was something, because the difference between +3 and a +2 in terms of overcoming DR is like the cold iron slash, or cold iron or silver, basically. Like if I needed to do something for cold iron, that was my option. Apart from using a literal cold iron weapon. I might have a cold iron dagger or something, I don't know. No, actually I don't on this character. Nizzo is not a remarkably well optimized character. Although it was never really intended to be a super well optimized character from the beginning. Thing was, I think back when I made this character, like, we had Rivka still.
Yeah.
And,
Because
we
you were
had
part of the. Were you part of the main party? The original party?
not the
No,
very
he
original,
wasn't.
no. But I joined. We had Rivka, and
We had a war
had
priest. We had a war
Oh,
priest,
right.
a swashbuckler, a wizard, and then a rogue.
Right. So it's like I was like, I don't really need it to be that combat effective, because that party was already like really combat effective. Like they had all the combat stuff pretty well covered.
Yeah,
So it's
losing
like,
people can really screw up a team comp.
and then now Nizzo's actually, I don't know, we have the Magus at least, but it's like Nizzo actually is damage is somewhat important, and he's not actually really that well built for it.
I messed up my base attack bonus, and it's not changing back.
Oh yeah, I actually didn't finish Araxi's level up. Forgot, I hadn't picked 2 level 5 spells yet.
What is this supposed to be, Mantis?
12?
If you hold control and you use your scroll wheel, it'll pump the numbers up and down.
If I hold control, Fantasy Ground stops responding.
Well, then that's your problem. Oh.
Yeah, there was a wizard discovery I thought about taking, called Yulrol's Blessing or something like that, or
That's an elven spell.
It's basically an elven discovery basically, but because like as an arcanist you can take wizard discoveries, but you have to be twice the level needed for them normally, so you can't get like a lot of the best ones. But that it's pretty decent because it lets you do anytime there's a material component, you can just use gems of the equivalent value. Like you don't have to use you don't have to have the material component on hand. So every time we find gems, I just be like, whatever. I just give you guys money or whatever, and take the material component because I could cast anything I needed with it. But the other thing it does is it lets you do anything that's also on the druid spell list, like that's shared on both spell lists. Basically, I'd get like a +1 caster level to it.
Well, you shouldn't need to be getting your allies money for the cost of the gem because you're casting spells for them anyways. So in that sense, it would just be party.
Maybe, I mean, depending on the situation, I guess. But it's like normally we'd have the gems, we would sell them, split the money, and then I'd use that money to buy spell components. You know what I mean? So
Right, but just because you're
contextually,
keeping the gems to cast spells doesn't mean that you owe them anything.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends.
It sort of does, because gems are like currency, right?
But it's the same thing as purchasing scrolls and using them for the party. He's using these gems to cast spells to...
Right, I mean, I guess it's just one of those situations where I wouldn't give you guys money if you guys were. It's one of those ones where everyone's willing to like do that. But I mean, I'm just saying, if I'm buying a scroll, then that's normally coming out of my own wealth. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm saying I'm not taking the feat, so I can just be like, aha! Now you guys get less money because I'm keeping all the gems.
No, I think it's player's choice for sure. I'm just saying that you don't owe them. I don't see it as an owing thing.
Yeah.
Because
but
first off,
I didn't take that anyway.
Not money to begin with, so it's still not currency until you make it currency.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, gems are 1-to-1. It's value usually, and you can a lot of times use them in place of currency.
But you gotta find people who want to buy them from you and take them, and if you're in the middle of nowhere where you can't do that, then they have no value. Like right now, they have no value.
I mean, neither does gold. So...
Right.
This is getting a little too philosophical here.
Okay, well...
I think I'm leveled up, except for maybe skills. But I'm not sure what skills I actually need.
Yeah, see, I actually did level my skills because I needed UMD, and I'm glad I did because I barely made this the check. I got the bare minimum to cast it.
Yep, that is true. So am I assuming that you guys are going to
Oh,
rest?
I need a feat still. Yeah, we're gonna rest.
Yeah, we're gonna rest.
So what we'll do is, I already posted for Star Fox that he can level up. And next week, we will start with you guys already have spent your hour preparing spells and stuff. And start next session with you guys ready to decide what you want to do for the day.
Yep. Okay. And in the meantime, we can plan what we're going to do for next week right now. But...
Yep.
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, I think we have an okay idea. We just have to get through a lot of giants and then handle cars out. So let's prepare stuff that should be effective against giants. We know that giants don't have good reflex saves, so I'm going to try and prepare stuff like that.
I'm just gonna take spell penetration in case I need it. I don't know what other feat to take.
One of the other feats I was considering for Araxi was there was a feat that increases your summon options, kind of like what Henrik was looking at, right? I was looking at something similar,
Yeah.
and like I could have got one that would have let me summon like a Vitus, for example. Like I could, I mean, I already do that with Planar Inquiry, kind of, right? But I could have used it as like summoned it with like Summon Monster 4 or whatever,
Yeah.
whichever one, or Summon Monster 5. I can't remember which level I need to cast to summon him, but could have been like, I bring my dude that I always bug with all my questions. I guess I didn't end up summoning him to ask about the soul. I really wanted to, but I guess it wouldn't have worked.
I'm not sure which feat I want to take. I was looking for maybe a meta magic feat, but I think I'm doing alright with Empower and Quicken. I could take Spell Focus Transmutation to up the DCs of some of my offensive transmutation spells, but I don't know, I feel like that's like it's okay, but I'm
It's
wondering if there's something
5%. Yeah. You could take Persistent Spell. That's one of the ones I took. It's a really the only problem is it takes 2 slots higher, but they have to make the save twice and take the lower result basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, spells I could apply it to are Disintegrate, and I was thinking about that. But I also use Empower Disintegrate.
Yeah, you can empower Persistent and Disintegrate.
Oh, I can't do both.
Oh, you can't apply 2 meta magic feats to it?
No, because that
Too
would be
high a level?
It'd be a 10th level spell.
Oh, well, we just need to be level 21.
Yeah.
No big deal. Pathfinder technically doesn't even have rules that let you get to level 21. You have to go third party for that, basically.
Or just, house rule.
Yeah. Well, it's technically, I mean, there's the rules I found for Pathfinder epic levels, basically. It's somebody, it wasn't even technically like an officially published thing. But it was somebody has like made a PDF where they converted like 3.5 epic rules over to Pathfinder, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if I ever go to epic levels, I'd probably use this, but I don't think I ever would go to epic levels, most likely.
It's too much to manage. People have hard enough time managing their level 17 characters, you know?
It would just be one of those things where if you're doing an adventure path, it goes up to level 20, and you still had some unfinished business, maybe, that you wanted to run
Yeah,
as
I
like a
guess so.
homebrew post-campaign thing.
Yeah, I just feel like
But
really
even
high
then, it would be...
levels, you have to either be like playing that character the whole time from level 1 up, or
Yeah.
really skilled players, because that stuff, like, I forget half the shit I can do half the time, even at level 12.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be one of those, like I said, it'd take a pretty special circumstance for me to want to do it. And even then, it probably would be pretty limited. Like, I'd probably be like, well, we're doing this one task that we didn't finish with our level 20 characters that just beat some boss of an adventure path, and be like, well, we're gonna go do this thing. I don't know. Or it could be fun as like, kind of like a one-shot kind of thing or something too, but like, I don't know. But yeah, probably no reason to ever use epic levels in this game. Especially since most adventure paths don't even go to level 20.
None of them. Well, I don't think any of them do. I think the highest is 17. And you guys are actually on the brink of maybe 18 if you try to clear this place. Like, take on every single
I think,
thing.
supposedly, the Return of the Runelords adventure path that's going to be coming out is going to go to level 20.
Oh. That's gonna be long.
That's the rumor.
If they're not on fast track, that's gonna be long. Or you're gonna get really big XP
It might be.
doses.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to fight multiple Runelords in it, so I mean, it's supposed to be...
Mm-hmm.
Man, I actually wonder, that would be if they, thinking about it now, that might be the, if they ever were going to do epic levels, that would be the time to do it. Like if they were ever going to do an official epic level book. I don't think they are, because I think they said I think they said as much, that they aren't ever planning to really do that, but like they have mythic levels that kind of accomplish a similar sort of thing. For people that want that high power gameplay, I guess.
Oh, I forgot I could do wizard discoveries. I might take one of these.
Yeah, in place of a feat, right?
True name would be kind of funny.
What does that do?
Lets him bring an outsider that he
I
knows his
discovered the
true
true
name
name
of.
of an outsider. It says it has to obey me without pay or bargaining for its services, but Henrik would probably not do that. Like he'd promise it something in return for its service.
Well, it does also say that if you
Yeah, it's gonna
like,
it might hold a grudge again.
yeah, it might start plotting your downfall and stuff like that.
Right.
Like,
But
so
he'd probably call for the help of like like an angel or an Azada because he's been summoning those. But since I'm 15th level or higher, I could get up to an 18 hit dice extra planar creature, which is pretty impressive. Let's see, what are the Azada, really high hit die Azada?
it can't be all the arcane discoveries on the SRD. It's not. It's got to be missing something. Maybe not. I guess maybe there aren't that many. They probably have Yule
I'm
World
considering
Blessing
taking
listed as
split
something
swap.
else. Oh, it's listed as Forest Blessing. uh. Split slot was one I was looking at potentially too. It's especially interesting on Arcanist because it lets you prepare more like lower level spells, but doesn't actually lower the amount of spells you cast of each level, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
kind
mean,
of
it gives you
weird.
more spell.
Yeah, it just gives you more spells you can prepare. It just means like you won't have as many high level spells prepared, but you can still cast this like the
Right.
few that you do have just as much. So yeah. It's
Yeah,
pretty
and
useful.
that would be kind of useful. Like, there's one 8th level spell I could do without. I don't know if telekinetic sphere is going to give me a whole lot of value here because like the giants are fucking giant. I can only get like one, and I have Resilient Sphere to do that anyway.
You just get us all bundled up into a telekinetic sphere, and we fly straight up to Karzog past everybody else.
Well, that's what I wanted to do. Do stuff like fly over lava or hazards and stuff, but we don't really seem to be encountering. That doesn't seem to be this guy's MO. I'm still taking protection from spells. I'm probably going to keep Unempowered Disintegrate and a Dimensional Lock so that we can stop people from teleporting away from us. No extra dimensional travel.
Is Entangled a condition that I just, like, write down? Or in Fantasy Ground Secret?
Entangled, yes. As long as your spelling is correct and you're using a capital E. If you look at the effects spell list, not the effects spell list, the effects on the left, there's the buttons there. That's their true spelling. So if you ever want to know. And then the stuff on the right is things that we ourselves added, which are a lot more complicated. But yeah, it knows what all those things do.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take Split Slot, because that if I split one spell of everything from 8th level and lower, I get a lot more spells. And I think that'll give me more. That'll help with us getting through these giants, I think, to get to Karzog.
Time Stutter is something you could take, but I'm not sure what exactly you would be able to do
Time
with
Stutter?
it.
What the hell is that?
It's an arcane discovery that lets you get time stop, except it only gives you 1 round.
What does it take to
And you can
activate
use-
it, though?
I think it might just, I'm not sure, I think it takes to take a standard action, so that's why I'm not really sure what you'd be able to use it to do.
Because if it's only 1 round, then it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't really do much.
Well, I mean, I guess it would allow me to cast 1 spell, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so, but you could have just cast that spell instead of Time Stutter. It lets you move around, I guess. Like you Time Stutter move, and then you get 1 round, so you could
I guess
do,
so.
like, I don't know. I don't think it's very useful.
I could see the applications with it. 1 round to do something that your opponents can't do anything to stop is kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. I guess with quicken
And how many
spells
times can you
potentially.
use it?
Once for each additional time for each 5 levels you possess beyond 10th, so you'd be able to use it twice.
Twice? Okay.
I found that I have some not great damage spells, but I can throw them out at these giants.
Anything with a reflex save, I think, is what's going to be the best against giants, because they typically do not have good reflex save.
Yep.
And I would hope that Karzog, being a wizard, doesn't have an amazing fortitude save.
He probably has pretty good saves across the board, but
I'm sure he has pretty good save. And probably some immunities to stuff. Like, he's probably running Mind Blank. Like, why wouldn't? So, yeah, will saves are probably his best. Probably, like, in the, like, mid or high 20s for his will save. Hopefully his reflex and fortitude aren't as good. But I think reflex saves are what's gonna get the most bang for our buck here.
does Henrik have knowledge as power, like the arcane discovery?
No, what the hell is that?
You add your intelligence modifier on combat maneuver checks and to your CMD, and you can also add your intelligence modifier on strength checks to break or lift objects.
That's cool.
And that's in addition to your strength. Like it doesn't replace for the ones to lift or break objects. Actually, for both of them,
Yeah,
I
just
think it
'cause you can
does
add
that. It just adds it. Yeah, it doesn't replace your strength. It's yeah.
That's
I
pretty
just
neat.
see. Yeah, it's a feat though, and it's on a wizard who you're like, I'm not gonna be that great at it even with this though. Like that's what's funny to me. It's like, oh yay, I get to have my int modifier CMBs. My CMB is still terrible because most of it's still based on your base attack bonus.
Well, if I use transformation, then he suddenly becomes capable of physical combat.
That's true. You might actually become like, and
That's
your
one
knowledge
combo
powers
that
still
I wanted to
apply.
do. Is I wanted to go into like form of the dragon and then like transformation, so that I have all of these attacks and a way increased strength, and then my BAB becomes my level.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was like too. I don't know. It seemed too gimmicky. And even then, I wouldn't be as good as a fighter at this level.
You would just need the you just get the feat or whatever that lets you cast spells while polymorphed, right? Or the arcane discover,
Well,
whatever it is.
transformation prevents you from casting spells, period.
Right, but I mean, you'd be able to cast transformation after polymorphing into a dragon, I guess, whereas normally you might not be able to do that.
Well, I can cast spells as a dragon, no problem.
Oh, okay. It lets you do that. Never mind.
Dragons can cast spells. I only wouldn't be able to cast spells if I polymorph myself into like an animal, because they can't talk.
Well, you can with the. There's a feat that lets you do it. It
The
kind
feral
of
speech.
functions. Yeah, it functions like the wild shape spell casting
Right.
thing.
Yeah, dragons are perfectly capable of somatic and verbal components, and so are elementals.
You wouldn't be able to get the
Is that
material
go-
components though, right? If it has a material component.
I guess not the material component.
So I've been tempted at times to take freaking eschew materials. It's one of the things sorcerers getting it for free. It's like it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But it's tough to justify that because you need all these other feats. I don't know. I could retrain a feat, I guess, as well. Like I technically could probably get by without fleet now.
I
No,
don't know. I
definitely
think I'm
needed
gonna
it
go
early
at
level.
split slot.
Yeah, split slot's pretty good.
You can throw out lots of fireballs.
Well, I could do that, and I could also throw out a lot of. I could throw out some more greater dispel magics, which is one of the problems with it, because I can usually only cast a couple. And I think that's going to be really useful here. Because we know one person who's just oozing buff,
Yeah.
in addition to cards. We know from my 5th level spell slot. I actually don't have that many 5th level spells that are like super good. I could use like 2 more cones of cold, which I might do anyway because of the giant. But I like to empower my 3rd level spells, and I can get 2 more empowered 3rd level spells. But I don't think the fireballs are going to do much here. Typically the giants don't like group up, and there weren't a ton of them except for the end there.
There were a couple of times where they were grouped up.
A little bit. I don't know. I don't feel like the empowered fireball does enough to them in one go.
Okay, here's a question. What is Abysm gonna get?
Who
Just out
knows?
of
That's up to him.
curiosity. Let's see. He's gonna get a bonus feat. He's gonna No, he's already at 6 level slots. That doesn't increase anything. He just gets another 6 level spell. Yeah, that's about it. He doesn't get a whole lot this level, actually.
So I found a spell that is like super weak Druid Fireball, Tarpool. A 6 level spell, but it can entangle people and
Oh, I know that spell. Well, yeah, like it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's the other effects is why it's really. I kind of want that
right.
spell right now. I wish I could go back to town and buy some scrolls to learn some spells.
And I have, if we run into a really strong-looking giant like that one at the end, that threw the spear at me, I have Clashing Rocks
That's a good
as
one.
my level 9 spell. Because I don't see any other spells that are going to do anything. I also have Sunburst and Wall of Lava.
Cool.
So I have some damage spells, but they're all kind of high level.
Yeah, I just gotta keep Abysm alive. Let him chew through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
He
that
gets 2
some
feats.
more third level spells can repair displacement. That's a good defensive one.
Abysm might be able to take something to help him stay alive, too, with his 2 feats he gets. No idea what he's gonna take, though. Oh, he gets his arcane pool goes up to +5 now, or when he applies uses a swift action or whatever to empower his sword, he gets to apply up to a +5
Yep.
bonus worth of
He
stuff.
can
So
give one of
that's
those weapons Vorpal now.
he could do that. Yeah, he could give his weapon Vorpal if he wanted. So that's pretty good.
I suppose there's also Fire Snake, but that would require me not preparing as much healing spells and defense spells. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't ever seen him use this, but it's gonna be pretty strong. Abysm should have Counter Strike now. Whenever an opponent within reach of a mag successfully casts a spell defensively, they provoke an attack of opportunity after the spell is complete.
That's good. We just gotta get him up to Karzak.
Yeah, every time he casts, it's like, oh, here you go. At least gets to
Wait,
hit him.
Amara, didn't you have that dumb spell that whatchamacallit, you put on the cat and it's a 5 foot like anti-magic field versus like one type of like magic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it lets you choose Arcane or Divine. It's kind of silly because you can only get it as a Divine spell, really.
But I didn't put it on Diana last time because displacement was
Well,
keeping
we're not
her
casting.
alive. Right, we haven't run into any real casters, but yeah, if we run into a wizard or Karzog, yeah, I perfectly intend to like throw all my buffs up and then throw that spell on and not cast a single spell anymore.
What level spell is that and what school is it?
It's Abjuration and it's a fairly low level spell.
Okay, I could
It's
limited
a
wish that
Cleric
then.
Druid spell.
What's
Let
the
me
name of
see
it
what
again?
it's called.
Does it
I
have?
think it's called
Is it
Source
range of
Scepter.
touch? What's
No, it's range of self.
Oh, it's self. Okay. Does it act like anti-magic field, or it also affects you, or just a radius of 5 around you?
It affects you.
Okay.
Mhm. But only against if you pick basically either arcane or divine.
Yep.
Interesting. Good.
Now, here's something that's really interesting. Well, you can get it, of course, as an arcane caster because it's on the witch spell list as well. But yeah, there's also a really cool magus or not magus, arcanist archetype that lets you get it as well. Fun fact. It's one of my. Next time I play an arcanist, I'm probably gonna try that archetype because it looks really cool. It's pretty much like the only way you can play a Mystic Therouge without being a Mystic Therouge. Without losing out on spellcasting progression as well, because yeah, it lets you basically just time, like basically just literally every level you get to pick a druid spell and you can cast that druid spell, but it uses your arcane reservoir points to cast it, and it uses a lot too because it's based on the spell level. So if you want to cast, like if this is a level 6 spell, I'd have to use 6 points of my arcane reservoir and a level 6 spell slot to cast it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean keep in mind like you can get up to like a pretty high points, but also that you don't actually get all your points at the start of the day too, unless you burn more spell slots. So it's pretty much you got to burn a lot of spell slots to use any of the druid spells. But the fact that you can actually do it as an arcanist without having to multi-class is pretty strong on its own.
Really don't get your arcane points back at the beginning of the day?
You do, but you don't get a fully charged arcane pool if that makes sense.
How many do you get back?
It's based on like a number of factors, but usually it's something like
I think maybe because my arcane pool was so small in Legacy of Fire that it didn't really matter.
no, you weren't an arcanist. You were a magus.
Oh,
Magus is different.
Arcanist. Magus, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, arcane reservoir for the arcanist. You get. Let's see, where is it at here? You get 3. You can hold a maximum of 3 plus your arcanist level, but it only fills up with 3 plus half your arcanist level. So yeah, you end up like with Araxia. Usually, I think my maximum is like 13 or something like that, but I only start out with like 9 or something, or 9 or 10.
Right.
Maybe even only 8. I don't know. You don't get the whole lot. But you can convert spells slots into arcane pools. Arcane reservoir points, I mean. You can do it a number of times equal to your constitution or your charisma modifier, which is that's part of why Araxi has points in it. Not that I've actually used consume spells. I've never really consumed spell slots into arcane reservoir points really, because I only use all this stuff I do only costs 1 point usually. Like I don't have any of the stuff that really burns through the points. But if I was playing a Magabean Initiate or whatever the fuck they're called, that gets the druid stuff, then I'd probably be burning through a lot of them anytime I wanted to cast a druid spell. But there's some really good druid spells on there. Plus, it also lets you get any cleric spell with a good descriptor as well, on top of that. So that there's a few other options as well. But yeah, being able to be an arcane spellcaster and just be like, I throw out heal, like it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Even if you have to burn like 7
Heal's a
points of
6th
your
level
arcane
spell,
pools.
right?
Yes, but not for druid. It's a 7th level spell, and that means if you are playing an arcanist that gets it through the that archetype, you also get it as a 7th level spell. I can't remember if the one the secret's doing, the white mage one or whatever, that might be able to get it at a lower level. I can't remember.
Get what?
The spell heal.
No.
I don't remember if you even get that spell.
I don't get access.
She gets Breath of Life.
I do get Breath of Life.
You get Breath of Life. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I don't get access to the spell list. I just get Cures and Breath of Life and something else at level 20 that's super good.
Yeah, I guess the White Mage archetype doesn't really do a whole lot. It just gives you the ability to spontaneously heal and Breath of Life. And then there are places 2 exploits, and then you can also, there's an exploit that you can pick that other people can't get. Which I don't know is this worth doing? So in 30 feet gain fast healing equal to half your level for the spell slot sacrificed. Yeah, that might be. Last equal number of rounds equal to your... No, it's probably not very good. So you theoretically, unless, I mean, if you have high charisma, it might be okay. But the thing is charisma is a secondary stat for Arcanists. So, I don't know. That's like the thing too, even some Arcanists don't even like put points into charisma. They're just like, meh. I leave it at like a 10. Because, yeah, like you could just choose not to pick the Arcanist exploits that need charisma. You just pick different ones. Hell, my character has good charisma, and I still haven't really taken advantage of it at all. I still haven't taken those exploits.
My character has charisma for channeling. And
Yeah.
diplomatic skills. I'm the best cleric. I am super well optimized. I was telling Secret last night or 2 nights ago that I expect us to be doing, like, Rise of the Runelords for like 2 more months.
That's very possible. Mostly because the holidays will help cause that.
No. 2 more months worth of sessions.
Oh, okay. So you think we'll be doing this in January then?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it depends. If we can get to... Theoretically, it could be like 3 more sessions, I feel like.
I predicted 3 to 4 Mantis after I gave him some rough estimates. Stretched that out quite a bit.
Yeah. I'm like, it's gonna be 2 encounters per session, so I predict like 4 to 8 sessions, depending on if we do 2 or 3 encounters per session.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you guys have all kinds of options. Unfortunately, you guys don't know what those options are until you discover them, but options.
Every single option I've come up with has just been shot down, so I give up.
Sorry. It's not like you haven't been spied on or anything this whole time.
We can try to sneak past.
Your enemy knows you.
I'm not very
maybe
sneaky,
you guys
though.
are coming to realization of that or not, but yeah, your enemy knows you.
Well, yeah, that definitely doesn't help. That the only way we can go in there is to be like, here's a thing that lets you spy on us.
Well, I mean, there's options.
We could go back and just try to find more of these fucking rings, I guess, right?
Probably
Ring
still
of-
lets him spy on us.
Maybe.
Maybe he just can't, like,
Let's go
take
find
over
more
our
quills.
heads.
Let's go find more quills.
Yeah, let's go find more artifacts.
Yeah.
Where's
Alright,
I heard there was some scroll off in Katapesh. That's
Thessalonian?
supposedly an artifact.
I don't think that's Thessalonian though. Yeah, that's not Thessalonian. It's gotta have strong ties to ancient Thessalonica.
Okay, guys, let's go back to the Rune Forge and just find some artifacts
Find
there.
shit there. There you go.
Let's just go wait for him in the Rune Forge. He'll get there eventually.
Let him rise, and then when he comes by,
Yeah,
We
he'll
ambush him! Haha!
He'll probably come by
Gotcha.
the Rune Forge. We're like, I'm here, I'm back at my Rune Forge. We're like, yeah, we expected you to come here.
We thought you'd come here.
okay then. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call session here.
Okay.